Welcome back. You're now riding with the Werehog. And in this, I want to try something a little bit differently. Um, Now, excuse me if this may seem a little bit out of the blue, but I'm gonna try to do this in a different way because I feel like when I play, I'm not, fully focused the way I would want to be, and you know, um, you know, I like to be fully focused when I play, games or Sonic games or games in general. So when I commentate and play at the same time, I just don't get the same results as I would like if I were to be, you know, playing on my own, if that makes sense without talking, anything that's fully concentrating on the game itself. And I feel like I gotta do that in order to give at least, competent enough gameplay, you know. Um, oh, excuse me there. Oh, my throat. Yeah. So what I'm gonna be doing is providing post commentary a little bit because actually I want to actually record my game. Cause that's the main reason I created this channel in the first place. Cause I wanna give my thoughts, give my takes on like these Sonic games that I grew up with and had experience with and playing, and even the newer ones that I'm learning at this current time now that you know I've been trying out. And yeah, it's just like, you know, I wish I could play, and I salute to everybody that can play like, games while they commentate and stuff. I just don't think I can play to the best of my ability like I want to comfortably, you know. If I was, you know, I don't think I can do that, while commentating. So I want to provide post commentary and get my thoughts on each zone and let the rest of the gameplay basically do the talking, because that's the main reason I created this channel. Like I said, is to show off my gameplay, and I do want to provide some commentary here and there a little bit, but I just really just to love to, because I always wanted to show my gameplay, and now that I'm able to, I just really wanted to do that, but I also don't hate commentating, but I don't want to make that the main thing. I just want to let my gameplay talk, but sometimes I may ramble and yap and give my thoughts and just keep talking about random stuff when it comes to these games if I'm covering them and showing them off actually. So, this has been Riding with the Werehog, and I just want to do this in a different way that I think that'd be best that I can play, you know, um, and also show, competent gameplay, of these games actually. So, yeah, so give me one moment because actually, since I am doing post commentary, since I'm doing post commentary, um, I'm actually gonna do this in real time, so no editing, no anything like that. I'm actually using, just a basic Windows, video player here, media player, whatever you want to call it, because that's the only way I can do this at the moment is record my gameplay, and I want to just play it at real time, the video that I recorded of my gameplay. Now, the reason why you're seeing this, because I'm doing this off of the emulator with this game here, Sonic 1, since I already covered this like twice, but I feel like I wasn't giving a competent enough gameplay that I was satisfied with, so that's why I wanted to redo it. But I would leave the last two vids of Sonic, one that I did. I'll leave those up, But I'm using a different emulator for this one, obviously Sega Fusion, um, you know, uh, and give me one moment, one moment. All right. So I just had to check something there. Okay, never mind that. I just had to check something there. Um, but yeah, I just want to give my gameplay. No editing. I just want to do this all in real time. I want to do this all in real time. If I mess up or in terms of I won't say that because again this is post commentary, so it's not like I'm playing in real time. I just recorded my gameplay and this is my desktop screen. So this is coming from all my computer just to prove that this is my gameplay, right? So you know, um, you know, things like that. I gotta think of stuff on the fly to say. God damn it. Okay, so I'm still trying to get used to this recording stuff as it is, and try to upload more as I can, cause due to my situation, I haven't been able to upload as much as I wanted to. So I'm gonna try to go on and get that out of the way. Okay, to try to start being a little bit consistent at this as I can. Due to other things that's going on, in personal life that I don't want to get into here. Um, so with that being said, though, I'm using just a basic Windows Media Player. So I actually just want to get my thoughts, and basically, I gotta learn how to pause the recording, cause some reason when I try to pause it, it doesn't work for some reason. So I can just like cut to the next zone, the next zone, the next zone like that in whatever Sonic game, and I don't, just leave a awkward pause, But I guess I try to see about that. But for right now, for some reason, I can't just pause the recording, and I don't know why. But I will try to see if I can get around to fixing that. Okay, but with that being said, though, yes, this is, as you see, the mouse is moving right here while I am talking. This is my gameplay, okay, from my desktop screen, and to prove that it is, actually just to prove that it is, in real time, because this is just a video that you see. If I can go out of here right fast, let me see this. Yes, there we go. And yes, this is my real desktop screen. So just to let you know, this is, and no confusion down here, so this is my real desktop screen. So I'm recording my actual gameplay. So, but enough of that. I want to start, the video here. So as it is, I already kind of started Green Hill Zone Act 1, and that's just because I thought I was recording, but the thing actually kind of messed up on me and screwed me. So I had to like record the start from right here. I didn't really want to start again because I had a good run in Act 1 as well by, just jumping over things properly. I didn't really want to do that again. So, 'cause I just want to leave it as it is. So, but with that being said, though, I will skip up to Act 2. Let me see what it is loads up at here. Maybe I gotta skip up to 30 seconds. No, that is too far. Okay, there we go now. So you should be able to hear some audio. I may actually turn this down because again, with my commentary, I don't want to leave this up too loud. So, but yeah, Green Hill Zone, very iconic for any Sonic game. What more could I say? It's been reused many times in generations. Spin-offs, Forces. What more could I say? But the very first Sonic Zone that started basically everything, and a lot of people, really, I guess most people do understand. But when it comes to these Sonic games, though, the replayability is mostly what matters, in my honest opinion. That's what matters the most, is the replayability. And ever since Sonic 1, they got that just right. And what I mean by that is like, these stages were meant to be replayed over and over again, to either learn how to get the higher routes, or just go through them faster and faster. That's what mostly every Sonic game is about, you know what I'm saying, aside from like Forces. But I'm gonna leave that for another time. But that's what mostly every other Sonic game is about: seeing can you get the quickest time, the fastest rank, or the best rank, if there are any ranks, and learning the level design, so you can actually get the top routes and go through it faster as well. Because there's another way where you can go through it faster, is getting the top routes. And I don't think a lot of people understand that, or at least some people, in my opinion, when it comes to Sonic games. Let me take a quick sip of water right fast. I'm getting my mouth is getting dry, so give me one moment. I wish I can pause this, but pause my commentary and this recording, but I'll leave it going though. Give me one moment, take a little sip, And as you see here, like, if you get the top routes and with the classic games, which are very momentum and pinball physics based, because that's what Sonic was meant to be in the first place, you can learn how to manipulate the level design by jumping off of enemies, jumping on the level, skipping over stuff. You learn how to actually get good at that by just jumping on the platforms and platforming with Sonic in these stages where you can just jump off the levels over and over and just bounce off of bad links or enemies, or bounce off of the terrain and just skip certain sections and go through it faster. Like, once you get used to the core of what Sonic is, especially from this very first game, which is Sonic 1, then you'll understand how fun it is to just understand and go through Sonic level design, basically. You know what I mean? So but let me take a quick sip right fast. Give me one moment. I'm actually going on mute. Alright, so I had to take a quick sip of water there, but yeah, the first ever Eggman boss, everyone knows what this is already, so I don't gotta, explain what's already understood with that. But yeah, with Green Hill, man, very, very good first stage for a Sonic game. Very, very good first zone, all 3 acts, if that makes sense. Marble Zone is kind of where it gets a little bit, this is not a bad zone. It's just kind of slow in my opinion. And I'm not saying it's bad, because I like the music is fine, the aesthetics are fine. It's just, again, I think in my opinion they was experimenting with this game, because it was the very first one, so they were still trying to figure out Sonic level design and stuff like that. So I personally think that, because this is what all 3 acts of this zone is not a typical Sonic type of level. You don't have the loops, the slopes, or anything like that. You have more blocky platforming, more to what you would see in Mario, which this game was going up against back in '91, which was Super Mario World, right? And they were still experimenting with what is Sonic level design to begin with. So they quite didn't know what to actually do when it comes to, or they were still, I won't say no, I won't use that term, but there was learning. They was still learning. So that's why, I would say the only zones that really resemble typical Sonic level design in this game is maybe, I wouldn't say maybe, but it would really be Green Hill, in my opinion. A little bit of Spring Yard with the slopes and going down the slopes. Scrap Brain, due to has some slopes and but it has a lot of platforming. You may say that has blocky platforming too, but I would say that that's still a good core of what Sonic gameplay is, a little bit though. And yes, it didn't have as much slopes in Scrap Brain, but it has some. If you take those lower routes, the top routes are mostly just very critical and precise platforming that if you mess up, you fall straight down to the bottom route, But with that being said though, oh yeah, and I forgot on Starlight Zone. I think that's the most Sonic-y level in this game, it's Starlight Zone. Not my favorite zone, but the most Sonic-y level in this game, But like I said, with this, it's just, this is very slow, blocky kind of platforming, so it's not the best when it comes to Sonic level design, just because again I think they was experimenting with what is Sonic level design to begin with, compared to Mario, which they was trying to be different from basically at the time, and that's the reason why they wanted Sonic to be a main alternative to Mario, you know what I'm saying, but that's the reason why. But yeah, this zone isn't horrible, it's just not very great when it comes to the typical Sonic level design that you would like, and it's very slow in comparison, just due to them just trying to figure out things. But that's how I really see it when it comes to this zone. But yeah, this is still a decent zone at the end of the day though. It's not horrible or anything like that. I don't hate it or dislike it. It's just it's just too slow at times, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I just, I'm not that high on it, but like I said, I don't hate it either. So that's all I gotta say when it comes to this zone. Though the music is also memorable, obviously because it's Marble Zone. I think I struggle with this zone quite a lot as well as a 10-year-old child emulating this, on the same emulator back in the 5th grade, because again, that's how I got my Sonic starts, and I clipped through that right there. Like, that was, no, I had an invincibility, so that's why I did that. Yes, clearly, as you can see, because I thought I got crushed there, but when I was playing, I forgot I had the invincibility at that session there, so, but, yeah, nothing more I can really say about this zone here. I just let the gameplay, finish out, you know what I mean? And I'll just come back for the 3rd zone and end it off there and just let that play out. And I end this part off here with giving my thoughts, basically. Like I said, I want to ramble, but I don't want to ramble too much if I don't have to. Just because I want to, also just let the gameplay also do the talking, because I just want to showcase my gameplay as well. So, so I'll be back when the zone finish up. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had to pause it due to I had to check the volume. My fault. I had to check the volume. And this is not me pausing in real time. I actually paused it during the original recording of the my gameplay. So this is not me in real time. Because as you can see, the vid is still playing. So I had to pause it to check the volume. So sorry about that right there. But hey, I'm not trying to really be the most professional with this. I just want to do this, like I said, just because I love Sonic, and I just want to showcase my thoughts and, of my gameplay, basically, So that's the reason why, I'm not trying to be, I'm just doing this again. Everything I do is mostly off of the whim, off the cuff, I don't really practice or nothing like that. It's just when I hit that record button, I just start going, and that's just what I want to handle it. I don't want to force anything, just whatever comes out of my mouth. If I mess up anything I say, or if I mess up period, then that's that's that basically, and this part here used to screw me over a lot as a kid, just to say also, but it's not that hard though. But I will be back when Spring Yard hits up, so, be back. Alright, so we got Spring Yard Zone here, also a memorable zone from this game, more typical Sonic level design in this zone, because you see all the loops, the slopes a little, I won't say loops, but all the slopes and all stuff like that, and again, I think, this is where, they're still figuring it out, right, during development of this game, I'm assuming, because you could just tell by the pace of this game, like how they paced it, each level. Every level is not consistent in the same type of quality or way. So you could tell they was figuring it out. That's why I say that, because every stage, you can tell what they was changing. Like, should this be more blocky platforming, or should this be more slopey? You can see those, those characteristics, between, Green Hill, Marble Zone, Spring Yard, Labyrinth, Starlight, and Scrap Brain. So that's why I say those things there. But this is not a bad zone at all, though. You're just mostly just avoiding certain obstacles and stuff like that. And just it's not really a hard zone, so I don't have much to say about it. More so than this is more like more similar to what you would expect from a Sonic level design standpoint, other than Marble Zone, in my honest opinion. But that's just my opinion, and everything I say on here, I don't try to say as facts. I just give my opinions on it, because everyone has their opinions, and you know what I mean. And I'm just giving my thoughts, really. I don't really go for all the Chaos Emeralds, like I said. When I do a Sonic game, that's just because oh yeah, I may have gotten the first Emerald in Act 1 from what I remember. I'm not even sure on that, but my memory is not that great at times, so. But yeah, yeah, I don't try to go for the Chaos Emeralds in most Sonic games unless I really want to, but that's a rarity, just because not that I don't care about Super Sonic, it's just it's just not the main thing that I do, to all the people that do it and like doing it, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I don't normally do that. And plus, with these classic Sonic games, getting the emeralds are not the easiest things unless you know them by heart, all the special stages and stuff like that, so but I usually just go for one or two just because I like just going in them, even if I fail them, just because I like to hear the music, obviously, as well. So that's the reason why I like to do that. I tried to roll into the enemy there, I just got hit because no spin dash in this game, obviously, because it wasn't invented yet. 1991. That wouldn't be obviously into Sonic 2, which is a great addition. But yeah, speaking of which, though, I already recorded gameplay for that, but I might just re-record it again on another emulator just to see which one I want to upload, which gameplay I think that I would want to upload. So and again, this is not real time, like I said, this is through a video here, so I'm just giving my thoughts as this plays on, basically. So I hope the volume isn't too loud though on this recording of the video that I am playing right here, so hopefully it's not too loud. So but yeah, not a bad zone, not a bad zone at all, I just gotta try to keep up with what I want to talk about here while I do give my quick thoughts, because even then, it's not the easiest for me, because I gotta get used to commentating, talking, all of that stuff, and once I do that, I think I'll be good. But hey, I'm going off of the whim, so I don't really care, you know what I mean. Bounce off of those enemies there, I like doing that in that section, but yeah, I don't think there's nothing else I can really say about this zone. But one thing I will say is, again, there's top routes. You may have seen the top routes in the first two acts that I tried to take, especially the second act and this act as well. Again, especially when it comes to this game, which you don't have the spin dash at all. Getting the top routes, in my opinion, really helps in Sonic 1, really helps a lot, This is something that I didn't learn till like later on in the years, not when I was younger or nothing like that, because obviously I knew there was top routes when I was younger, but I didn't really think I should take them or not, because I just thought, that was there. But after I got older, I just found out, the Sonic level design has layers to them. Has a lot of layers to them, so getting the top routes, especially in Sonic 1, helps you a lot get through the stage faster. Some people may say, this game, it should have been more like Sonic 2, where they just had 2 acts, and I kind of do agree with that. You know what I mean? I think Sonic 2 does have better pacing than this game because of the 2 acts per stage, than 3. But I don't hate the 3 acts. It's just, I do think the 2 acts is the perfect balance, though. I think it is. It is the perfect balance. It's another Sonic tuber. that I watch also said the same thing. You might know who he is. I don't want to give out names this early, but it's not obvious. Well, it is obvious. But I kind of do, well, not kind of, I do agree with him that, yeah, it should be two acts, really. You know, when it comes to, like, either, like, these classic Sonic games or any Sonic game, when it has a, stage layout, should be like Act 1, Act 2. I think that's the perfect balance. I will say Sonic 3, even though Sonic 3 did have two acts, you know, um, with the boss, but they also had like a mini boss, the Eggman, boss at the end of every zone, and I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, I think that comes to personal preference. But again, some people may like the three acts, don't mind it. I feel that the two acts per zone is the best way to go about it, basically. But again, this is all personal preference. These are my opinions at the end of the day. So, but yeah, I do, I forgot my thoughts. I forgot what I was about to say. But yeah, that's Spring Yard Zone though. I didn't want to really ramble throughout the whole part of this because I want to I want to let my gameplay do the talking. But sometimes I got a lot to say. I'm trying to get used to this recording stuff. So, but I think I want to end it off here because 3 acts per vid. I think that's enough that I want to do, and I can just pause it at any time here and just leave it off at the labyrinth basically. So, let's check that this recording isn't messing up on me. Just want to check. And no, it hasn't. It's 26 minutes. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. So, yeah. I want to just handle vids like this. Just handle my thoughts in this manner because I think it's the best. Because I can't talk and play it. I just can't. I try. And again, I salute everyone who can do it. You got the will of the werehog in you to, if you're that good for you to play and, commentate at the same time. That's just not me, though. I tried, so many times before, and I can't play it in the best way that I want to while I'm, talking. So me giving my thoughts like this and recording my gameplay, I think is the best way I want to go about it. But that's just me, I just want to get it out there. I don't care if a small amount of people see it, 100 people see it, whatever the case may be. I just want to share my experience. I'm just doing this for fun, so I'm just doing this for fun. I don't know if I could even be consistent at, and I'm just being honest. I don't even know if I can be consistent at this point. I'm just doing this just because I can, and with the downtime that I do have, I want to do this basically, so I don't know if I can be consistent or not. It's due to my personal situation at the moment, but I want to try to do what I can in my downtime because I do like doing this, because I love Sonic, obviously. So, and if another, all the other people or new people that sharing the content or that come into this content thing and want to do it or just try it out, I said, that brings more eyes to the series. That brings more eyes to, and I, even just forget about me or just forget about, you know, um, the people that's either in the video or playing the game. It brings more eyes to Sonic, and that's what matters in the end, right? In my opinion, and everyone has their thoughts, and it's fine for people to disagree or agree whether you think this person is wrong or not, and that's fine if you can converse. Just don't be childish about it and bash people or nothing like that, when it comes to opinions, but I think I did enough rambling. So with this being said, next time I guess I'll continue on with this recording of the video that I did record, of Labyrinth Zone onwards, and just get my quick thoughts on those again, as I already have in my first two vids that I already have up of Sonic 1, but since I'm doing this post commentary thing now, I do it again, you know. I will have to record gameplay of Sonic 2 as well and CD, and I will be doing those. So just when I get around to them, and just give my thoughts on those games and just show my gameplay if I can. If I don't ramble a lot, because I it's not that I want to talk a lot, but I do want to commentate, but also show my gameplay. So I want to have a balance of both. But sometimes it takes long for me to get out what I want to say. I don't know about other people, but it takes long for me to get out what I want to say because I like to speak in detail, even though I'm not articulate in the best way. But I like to get what I want to say out in detail, and that may be drawn out as I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna end it here. You know, You've been riding with the Werehog. I am the Werehog. And next time, we ride. we ride. Take care.